Said you're mistaken if you're thinking that I haven't been called cold before. As you bit into your strawberry lace, then offered me your attention in the form of a gobstopper. It's all you had left and it was going to waste. Your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I loved that little game you had called Crying Lightning, and how you like to aggravate the ice cream man on rainy afternoons. The next time that I caught my own reflection, it was on its way to meet you, thinking of excuses to postpone. You never looked like yourself from the side, but your profile could not hide the fact you knew I was approaching your throne. With folded arms you occupied the bench like toothache, stood and puffed your chest out like you never lost a war. I know I tried so not to suffer the indignity of reaction. There was no
Yo, what's up? What is up?
pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I hate that little game you had called Crying Lightning, and how you like to aggravate the icky man on rainy afternoons. Uninvited, but not half as impossible as everyone assumes you are. Crying lightning. Your pastimes consisted of the strange, twisted and deranged, and I ate that little game you had called Crying Lightning. Crying Lightning. Crying Lightning. Crying Lightning. Your pastimes consisted of the strange and twisted and deranged, and I ate that little game you had called Crying.
Yo, what's up? All right, here is Ethereum Classic tracking. If you guys were here yesterday on the live stream, I did talk about the current setup is going to be about 5 to 6 days behind. So Ethereum Classic is obviously ahead. We know that. We are on that separation. So I pulled up this chart yesterday and talked about potentially hitting this level today, and we're currently here right now. We're tracking identical. So I don't see any. Oh, 10-minute chart. Okay, I don't see any pullback or anything. I see just sideways pressure here until tomorrow. And that is when we should get our next leg up. Now, this doesn't have to be the case. Remember that. With Ethereum Classic, sometimes we do get these runs just back to back, or it is delayed a little bit. So it's just a range that we're tracking, but so far everything is tracking to a T. So as long as it remains doing that, it does call for just sideways pressure, which means that this is going to be a volatility crush in the short term, as well as a theta crush too on shorter term contracts and stuff like that for options. So something to just consider, not financial advice, but yeah, we're expected to just kind of trade sideways here for a little bit. The POI is starting though. So just so you guys know, the point of interest here, end of August going in, or I'm sorry, end of July going into August, has been a major point of interest here we've had for a really long time, ever since we had the March run up back here. We've talked about the next point of interest, which is right here, and you can see right now it lines up with the cycle run. We talk about this how these are volatility zones that are very important to track here, and then using technicals to round up these volatility zones, track certain levels that are possible to hit here. So right now everything is looking pretty good. I'm not bearish or anything like that at all. I'm very bullish. So as long as we maintain this pressure here, we are good to go, man. We're fucking gonna rally and shit. So that's why we're here, man. That is why we're here. Let's go on the 10-minute. Things are popping back up, looking pretty good. We just need a cross at resistance, and it's go time. But again, Ethereum Classic tracking is almost perfect here, so it does suggest just a bit of sideways pressure before getting that next leg up. Okay, let's put some music, bro. Yes, and we do have Ethereum Classic running as well, so that's also a good sign. What I want to see is if we are tracking the same sequence, we would climb all the way up to the $28 level as expected, right? That's been a level that we have talked about here for resistance, and that is where Ethereum Classic did stop here on this run. And before stopping, okay, it's consolidating right now. Okay, so it came all the way down here, and now it's bouncing back up. Okay, so if that does happen, remember the POI lies right here, and then the lingering effect would be if we get the squeeze or if we get another leg back down, another short attack, and then another cycle, right? Which is not what I'm looking for, and I'm sure nobody's looking for that, but it is a possibility, so always important to track that. All right, let's go on the minute chart. All right, what is up? What's up? What's up, Has the Boss? What's up, man? Kevin, Angelina, Ellington, Mr. Simon, Nana 8. What's good? Alf, John, a lot of Johns and Joes, Professor, yo. Look at that. Look at that volume coming in here. It really is all we need, guys. The Ethereum Classic setup here, there are going to be certain levels here, especially when you track fractals with Ethereum Classic. You have to consider that there are stages where, since it is tracking 24/7, there are like these like pause areas, phases, where you just get stagnant pressure because, I mean, there's nothing going on in the market. Futures aren't available. So weekends are very important when you get these sideways patterns here on Ethereum Classic. And that is one reason to track the possibility of a breakout here where you would have this shifted over somewhere else in the sequence. And that happens a lot with a lot of these patterns. So right now, even though we're following this to a T here, if we do get that break and this starts to run, we might get this sort of effect here for the next couple of days. And then this would be, again, shifted over somewhere else. I'm going to show you an example of this because prior to the run-up that we had in March, I'm going to show you We're already on AMC. Let's go Ethereum Classic. Always get the wrong one here. I'm going to do the 30-minute, and we're going to take that pattern, and I'm going to show you a little bit of how it was different compared to AMC. All right, from the bottom here. So from here, and we're going to do all this right here. All right. And there's multiple ways you can kind of really line this up. Okay, there's a lot of different ways actually you can line this up. I believe it was right around here is where we were tracking, something like that. But you can see right here, guys, look. So we got our low, it's our low level. And there's our high. So this was part of the Ethereum Classic tracking. Okay, so what do we have here? We have a point of interest right here. You can see that the stock goes up and then it comes back down here. AMC goes up, comes back down, but Ethereum Classic started just going up, and it didn't stop until right about here. So you got the levels right. The levels were hit. Everything was tracking according to the ratio setup and the levels that we were looking at here. So the problem with this is that the time here is, well, we have about a one day gap on the pattern right here, and even though we went up on this POI here, it didn't track the same way. Okay, so you had it happening a little bit earlier on Ethereum Classic's chart here. So it's the same setup that we have right now with Ethereum Classic right now. There is a possibility that we get some of these POIs playing out a little bit earlier in the game. And if that is the case, then we would get a breakthrough here on resistance. That's where we're at here on the yearly mark. And something like that would happen. So that's just like a worst case scenario, really. Not really something I'm looking for, but I'm looking for it to track and hoping that it just tracks identical here all the way through. But remember, there are certain smaller gaps here to track in case things do break out sooner or later. But most of them are going to track identical. You see that when you shift it over as well. 1 POI, 2 POI, 3 POI. There. And this is just fractal analysis on the cycle analysis part of it. So point of interest, guys, are volatility zones where the stock is likely to go up or down. But there's a lot that goes into it. Fractal analysis is one of them. Derivatives are huge. Cycle rotation, psychology of markets, stuff like that. All of that goes into trying to figure out these dates. Trying to see where I've seen this pattern here before. I've seen this pattern here on a larger scale, but upside down like this. I'm trying to see which one it is. Almost seems like let me think. It's about a break here though, which is really good. That's what we want. We want a break. Will we get it, though? Will we get the break? What do you guys think? We're going to get the break? Are we going to get the break, or what? What? If we get the break, man, we're going to rally. My name is Sam. Yes, it is. I've never heard that one before, man. There you go. There you go. All right, let's figure out this pattern. Let's figure out this pattern, bro. What was it? Is it? That's going to tell us a lot, guys. I do a lot of intraday patterns here. I'm tracking, trying to figure out certain intraday setups, but we do have one, obviously, that we're using right now. Ethereum Classic here, which is working out really nice for us so far. I can't think if it's Ethereum or if it's... Let's try it. Kind of, but then you get that sideways pressure here too with Ethereum. This is the macro chart of Ethereum though. So you kind of see where everything kind of lies here with it. Cool stuff. So yes, it was the Ethereum chart. But this is not giving me much, so I don't need it right now. Oh, what is up, man? The Common Sense Investor. What is good, man? Look at that. Well, guys, we're gonna get the break. We're gonna get the break right here. Maybe. We'll see. Welcome. Welcome, man. Good to have you in here. Good to have you in here. Rally with the family, right? Rally with the family. Let's see, you're saying to look at some patterns here for August. August 24th is what you were looking at, right? August 24th, the August 24th run-up. Let's look at that. We do have a sequence here on... So August 24th is going to be found right here on the cycle. We currently have so there's two actually that we could track here. Definitely the August 24th sequence. We can look at here, right about this pattern right here. Maybe a little bit stretched here. Will be very similar to those Ethereum Classic levels, which is good. It's a good way to kind of confirm these fractals here. We're looking at some of these levels that kind of go, with one another. There's one here, and there's also this guy right here that I've been tracking too a little bit. These two look very similar. This one is going to be a pattern. The other one's going to be a fractal. Hitting those nice levels here from Ethereum Classic. And it kind of does show the pullback that Ethereum Classic got here a little bit ago. So yeah, both really great patterns to track here. Jeez. Pretty nice stuff. All right, AMC is about to break 1697. Let's look at the line here. I'm gonna take away Ethereum Classic for just 1 minute. You guys can see we are at resistance, and this is the second test here in the short term. We've only had this happen once. Let's pull back here for a second. Back here. Go here on the 4 hour. Pull this guy all the way back. So we've had this happen once, okay, back here, and actually it's funny because we are taking that pattern back here, a little bit closer here to this middle portion of the cycle here, but towards the end you do have a hit twice before coming down, and guess what? This is the inverse test of the cycle. So things are playing out inverse here on the POI, and we're expecting a positive POI. So what would that mean? If we are tracking Ethereum Classic and we do get a full breakthrough here, that means that we would be playing out the cycle identical, which would confirm a positive POI and a full breakthrough to touch the levels that we're expecting, right? Which is going to be about the $28 level. So that's why we need to break this trend line here. Trend line is very important to break. I know we got so much going on here in the background. Here, let's take away the rocket here. We'll leave the elephant out. Let's change the background here. Let's do something. Let's just fly. Let's fly through space here for a minute. When we rally with the family, we're gonna do it. All right. There we go. In the cosmos, baby. Look at that. Look at that. Break right here is what we need. Continuation here. Bring back Disco Man? Oh, you want the elephant back. Okay, you guys want to rally then. Alright, we'll bring it back. Bring it back. Hey, we get this break, baby, and we're gonna go. We are gonna go. All right, let's get real close here. Let's get intimate. All right, we don't want to cross this. Definitely want to cross that. All right. We did talk about this too. Like, we do have a lot of stocks right now that are squeezing. By the way, it is squeeze season, so there are going to be a lot that are going to be going up before AMC, after AMC, with AMC. Like, there's going to be a lot of shit happening here in the short term, especially now that the market is bouncing back, which is something we've expected here for a little while. Just really looking for a reversal here in the markets, right? So things are great, man. Things are great. Let's get this push. Let's get this push back up. If not, even if we trade sideways, that's still going to confirm some things here tomorrow. Okay, Ethereum Classic, where are you at? There's a lot of patterns I was tracking on AMC here. Here we go, Ethereum Classic. All right, even if we trade sideways, again, it's going to confirm a lot for the next couple of days. If we start climbing back up here mid-day tomorrow, that's going to be insane, bro. Oh, shit. Bonnie M, bro.
Put your hands in the air. Anybody move?
Amy, here. Kind of gets rid of the anxiety here a little bit. You know what I mean? We're playing a club mix right now. My bad. Oh shit. Oh shit. My dude. Okay. All right, so look. I just want to show you guys something real quick. Based on this too. And actually, it might benefit if we look at this on the 5-minute here, so I can kind of show you exactly what I'm talking about. If you were to track both levels, so we're gonna come back here on Cosmos. We're chilling now. See that? We have this parallel zone channel that we're currently in right now, and tracking the Ethereum Classic setup, it shows you how it comes back here, okay, to the 1650 level. So it's possible that if we come here today, trade sideways here until tomorrow, we should break this channel right tomorrow, bro. Tomorrow around 11 is what this is calling for right now. Yeah, so I'm definitely looking for something like this. Let's see. I'll answer some questions here. I'm gonna go on the chat and just kind of read up. Yes, rally around the family. You already know. You already know, man. Thoughts on Matt? Who you were asking something about? Thoughts on what, Matt? If you don't mind asking that again. Tim, Tobin, thank you, man, for that. Okay. Okay, here we go. I have not watched that video, if I'm being honest with you. You want to kind of elaborate a little bit on that? I can kind of put my input in. Or give me the rundown, you know. Time to get this music rolling. Yeah, we were in the Cosmos here for a little bit. Definitely, let's put some pump, bro. Let's pump it up. take this middle phase out here. Yeah, I have not watched that video, man. I'll have to look into it. So the thing with the approach, I guess, that majority of not majority, but I guess everybody in the YouTube community kind of takes a different approach a little bit. There's like people that cover more of the fundamental side of things, people that cover more of the technical side, people that don't cover charts at all. They just cover the manipulation behind it and stuff like that. So here we do cycle analysis. Cycle analysis is mainly focusing on the charts, because the charts, the charts are data that is looked at and it's more of a universal sort of data that can't really. You're definitely manipulating this data as an institution for sure, but you can't lie with me about what the chart is showing based on cycle analysis here. So it's a little bit of a different approach. I don't dig too much into like fundamentals and stuff like that, or what's going on behind the doors as far as like the SEC and the federal government and all that shit, So I look at volatility zones, points of interest, stuff like that, and we track it based off of that, because regardless of the noise that is happening, there's going to be noise, and the noise is kind of irrelevant if there's already an agenda. If there's already an agenda, there's going to be noise in between. And that noise in between is inevitable, because without noise, there's what these guys are trying to do is they're trying to divide. I think they're trying to divide the community. They're trying to divide just retail in general with every stock in the market. And I believe a way they do that is by putting out information that people would be upset about or not, right? It goes both ways. But I think regardless of what's happening on a fundamental level, or regardless of what is happening on any level, there is going to be some kind of a cycle that is going to track and will be manipulated by the large institutions, by the big money. And that is kind of what we're doing here. We're trying to figure out when these points of interest happen, how they happen, and when we can, get in and get out on. Mainly what I do, at least, is I focus on options with the majority of just stocks in general, because I think options are a good way to make money. But again, with AMC is very, very specific sort of system here that these guys are playing with, agenda that's already out there. This is nothing, by the way. I'm just drawing cycles. But hey, if you just joined the stream, we are tracking Ethereum Classic right now. Ethereum Classic is suggesting a push up tomorrow. So just sideways pressure here until end of day tomorrow, and then continuing this rally here, okay? Going into earnings. Yeah, what do you want? You want some funk or what? We play funk, bro. I like that funky music, man. And disco. Disco is my shit. Okay, let's track some shit. If you go... shit. Okay, all right, I like that. Real quick, if you guys want to track, you can do this if you want. Let's see here. Filters. The Boogeyman. Yeah, but if you guys want to be able to track the point of interest on AMC, you can. You just go on the website here, and I will show you guys how to do it, because I made a website, if you're not aware of that. Pretty cool stuff, man. So this is the website. Oh shit, okay, right above. There you go, website right here. And you go up to, oh, you can't see it. Let's move it. There you go, you can see it now. Boom. So you go on interactive charts, AMC, and it'll show you, you can actually like mess with this, pretty cool. And it'll show you what the POI is for this week. So the POI is obviously, looking, and this is a range. Remember, this is going into next week. So we're looking for a push up here. We're currently at resistance. So if you press play, it'll show you that the move that we already made, the upside. So it's likely that the POI is going to play to the upside too. You can also look at the Ethereum Classic correlation, which is pretty cool here. This is before the March run up. You can see right here, Ethereum Classic hadn't gone up yet. Ethereum Classic went up on that weekend, and then the following week we saw AMI go up, right? Currently it's going back up again. So you see both of them, you can track them with each other, and there's a couple of other stuff that you can track on here as well, so it's pretty cool. Alright, that was it for that. Check it out, man. The Boogeyman. The Boogeyman, bro. Boogeyman. Oh, we're curling up, man. Curling up. Yo, we have 97 likes. Let's get it to like 400. That'd be cool. There's like 314 of you in here, so get that number up there, man. Get it up there. So, Nana, if you want, the password is, so I do also run a Discord, and that's, you can support, if you want to support the channel, you can also have access to the interactive chart section. Is going to have all of the other points of interest that I'm tracking. So, there's going to be a lot of stocks there that track with, indicator tracking, crypto tracking, and the cycle tracker. So there's a lot that track against AMC and GameStop. It's just part of how the system works. But I do have AMC available because, I mean, that's what we're tracking here. It's the main, it's the queen. All right, Amy is the queen. So that's available for everybody. And yeah, if you want to check it out, I mean, today was a really good day on the Discord. We made 4 trades over 130%, which was really good. There's a lot of stocks right now that are going up against the system. Again, it's a very different approach that I take specifically because I believe the system is manipulated. I believe that there is something in place that is being tracked according to the agenda that these institutions have. So it's the approach I take. It's a cycle analysis approach, and it's, it's working, man. It's working. It's really good stuff. All right, so let's do a quick update again for those of you that are just coming in. I highly recommend that you guys... Actually, no. I don't recommend. It's not financial advice. But the Ethereum Classic is tracking very, very nicely here, and it's tracking to a T so far from the previous day, if you guys were here yesterday. So it is expected that we do get sideways pressure here until we break this level of resistance, which we should break it at some point tomorrow here if we're just going to stay on this channel. You guys know how powerful this move is going to be if that does break. Okay, major level of resistance. Let's look at a couple of other things here and update them. We were talking about the volatility zone, the parallel zone, and the support zone. So we'll bring that up here so you guys can see it here. Let's turn this down. What hit? Oh, you're talking about HKD? Yeah. Yeah, we talked about that as well. And the thing about that, you know, stock is also it's easier to pump something like that to that level without an option chain. It doesn't have an option chain. It's the same thing that happened with DWAC. If you guys remember, when DWAC first launched, it went from like $7 all the way up to $175 in a matter of days, and it didn't have an option chain until they started shorting it. So as soon as they started shorting it, they added an option chain, and it's a way to trap people to get in on calls because they see that a stock is going up and it has a potential to go up higher. But then you have this like really long phase where, you know, it doesn't go up and it's just dragging all the way down, and they're eating up all these calls, all these premiums that people are buying, and they end up keeping that at the end. So it's a way. It's definitely messed up. I wouldn't be surprised that if they add a option chain to HKD in the short term. I would not be surprised. All right, let's look at these volatility zones. Volatility zone 1. Support zone at the bottom, and we have the awesome parallel zone that tracks every year. We get this range. We come back into the zone every single year. We have done it every single time. So we're currently in the red zone right here. We talked about this fractal yesterday, this push up. Okay, so this right here would be an extended version of what this is, right? Currently right here. And we're coming back into that channel, which is really good because once you cross red, blue, and green at the same time, you do get a full blown effect here. So we've seen it happen 3 times already. Right here, okay, right here, and then we're right about there right now. You can see right here, we got in very quickly to that red zone, and then we just blasted right through it. So here, a full break, and this is why this is a major level of resistance up here at the $32 level, because we would have to cross the previous resistance here, a full cross, and that would be very parabolic. So it would look like this if we actually got the squeeze on this POI. If it doesn't, then we are tracking the $21, $22 level for resistance here, not only tracking from back here, level of resistance, but on this parallel zone, you do come and meet right there before bouncing back down. And you guys saw what happened back here. We traded on that zone for about 120 days. Or I'm sorry, not 120 days, for about 60 days, 62 days. The same thing back here. This was 120 days, so it was a little bit bigger. But this entire sequence right here is 120 days, right? Because we're tracking the same cycle. And right now we're getting that effect in to break out of this projector, right? Things are playing out according to the projector pattern that we're tracking right here. It's just a bigger version. It's a fractal. You guys can see that right here. Breakout. exactly what we want. We want a projector pattern breakout. So volatility zone is good. Or I'm sorry, this entire zone here, I call it the parallel triangle zone. These are the sections here, 120 days apart from each other. And we know that this is another macro POI here. Is going to be end of September going into October. But we also have the mid zone here, which is very volatile, right? Quad witching one was another one. We talked about this a couple months back. We're starting to curl back up on quadruple witching dates. The price here is you have an S curve that lines up on top of the levels, the high levels of what we hit on that quadruple witching date. The next quadruple witching date is not until September, and you can see that we're curling back up. So it's another way to track the cycle here. Okay, this is cycle analysis because you have dates. You have something that's cyclical that's happening every so often, right? It's not, you know, this date time frame is normalized into these this would be the 3-month cycle, right? 3-month cycle that happens. So there's 3-month cycle, there's a 4-month cycle, and then there's a 2-month cycle, which is the one that we use back down here, the 62-day cycle. So that's also really good. We're starting to see that curl back up. It's a 62-day cycle right here. And then we also have the regression trend cycle. This one is very, very popular here too for spotting out and narrowing down these volatility zones. These don't indicate, for example, right here, we would have two trends, two parallel zones. They're just not shown above, so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about here. This would be the next parallel zone right here, and these would be placed right on top. So what you get is blue right here, you have your green, your red, and then your blue right here on this run. And same thing back down here. So we're currently right here in the green. These are spaced out exactly 3 months apart from each other, from color to color. And then the red would be the next breakout. But the thing here is, once we break out, what happens here with this marker is that it moves up. And this would be considered the peak. Now, I've talked about this on the Discord. I said that I don't expect the market to dump for another week. And I don't mean like actually dump and continue its downtrend, but right now I expect consolidation in the market. So I just expect it to trade sideways until next week, around the 10th, 11th, going into the 15th. So it's a bit of a range, but it's just trading sideways, and then you get a push back down. I don't expect anything like that until then. And this would indicate that once the market starts coming down, typically you get a rally on these mid-cap, small-cap stocks. They peak, and then the market starts coming back down. So this lines up with that, which is very important. So wherever we get this peak, okay, it's very likely that it'll peak around the red marker here to track. Wherever it is, right? But right now it's down here because we have not broken this yet. So whenever we break it, we are going to break out of this entire... This is why it's so important, because once you break that line, guys, you break out of this major resistance trend line, and then you break out of this parallel zone. The chart becomes bullish. That's why I've been like, dude, we're so close. We're so fucking close. All right, let's go back here. Look at that, too. Still trading sideways. But yeah, AMTD as well. They're all up. Guys, remember, squeeze season is here. So that is another way to validate these points of interest that are happening, because, I mean, these hedge funds, they're gonna be covering a lot of these shares throughout the entire market, not just AMC, not just GameStop. I mean, there's a lot on the list. So what a better time, man, to make money, right? Okay, so based on the setup, again, we are expecting just sideways pressure till the end of the day. And then tomorrow we should get that breakthrough. Let's track it here again and see how we're doing. Oh. I posted this. Where is it? I always get the wrong one. Here it is. I posted this yesterday. Back down here. Okay, and we're currently following the exact same fractal here on Ethereum Classic. So, yeah, man, expect this to continue. Here we go, man, going all the way up to 21 here, hopefully before earnings. And this is probably going to be that, like I had said, the one catalyst that actually plays out in retail's favor, because 9 out of 10, it does not. And there's that one lucky one. And that, I feel like, is going to be this one right here. Based on the market, based on the POI that we've been tracking here for a while, it's very likely that if things continue to track, that we will get it. We will get it here. So, it's like for that would be a massive, massive bear trap if that is the case. People would be like, "Yo, they just pumped everything. Volatility just went up," and I definitely could be wrong here, but it's just the way everything is tracking. It seems like this is that one time where things actually play out in retail's favor. And since they've been beating everybody up on the way down, it's likely that people are thinking that they will do some kind of a rug pull there on earnings because the stock went up. But in reality, if it does keep tracking, they're just going to keep pumping it since volatility is already all the way up. So why not just keep pumping it, right? Yes, earnings are on the 4th. They are on the 4th. So yeah, I expect here a drop to about the 1650 area if we are going to be tracking this Ethereum Classic here. Consolidation would be coming all the way back down here to about the 1650, possibly 1640. And then a continuation tomorrow. We're going to be in that zone. There's going to be another level of support right here. 1630. Track name is Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic tracking. If you want to be able to track that, make sure you guys go on the website. Again, I'm going to post it here again for you guys so you guys can see it. If you click on the website, you can track it. On the interactive chart section, there's a AMC, and then there's AMC / Ethereum Classic correlation. You click on that, and it'll show you both tracking there. Now, if you want access to the Ethereum Classic, because I do have an Ethereum Classic tracker as well, that will be on the password side, so you do need a membership for that. But as well, I do put in a lot of work on that, guys. If I'm not doing this, I'm working on the website. Website is a huge upgrade here for that. So don't think I'm over here I spend a lot of fucking time doing this. Does earnings throw a no? So that's the thing. Earnings is a little tricky this time because of the point of interest that we're tracking. It's different because obviously most people are gonna think, looking at it from a reverse psychology perspective here is, I talked about this on June 3rd. I said, it's very likely that we're not gonna go up. The majority of people think we're gonna go up because it's the yearly anniversary. The year anniversary of the June run-up, so that would be a way to trap people into you know, playing options or just buying, you know, the stock too. And nothing happened on June 3rd. So this is not really a similar scenario, because at this point, I think they have beat up a lot of people's sort of mindset on that. I've seen a lot of people on Webull, and I read up on stuff like this just to kind of get a little bit of the retail sentiment and understand what's going on in you know, on that side of things. Reddit, Twitter, all that, where people think that we're going to go down because, you know, volatility is going up. And yes, it's a possibility, but the fact that we are tracking, you know, the fact that everything is lining up the way it did prior to the March run-up. So the same thing, we had Ethereum Classic going up. We had all of these other things that we were tracking for this run-up, the 120-day cycle, the 62-day cycle, everything was lining up for it. And the same thing is happening right now. If I pull this back up, we don't just have the Ethereum Classic tracking, okay? We also have the 62-day cycle tracking here. If I pull them up together, you can see how things are tracking here. See, like this is, again, direction is upside here for this cycle. Okay, so both are tracking. And then you also have the cycle rotation analysis that I talked about, which is other stocks going up prior or after the run up here, which is very important. So all of these things, and the market rallying too, like when the market rallies, remember mid caps, small caps go up after. So all of this, it would make too much sense not to you know, have this run, like, or I'm sorry, not to not have this run, if that makes sense. So I'm personally bullish for this case, 1 out of 10 again, where things actually play out in retail side for this. But I could be wrong, and we do get shorted down, and that would suck, and that would be, you know, following that same concept where like 9 out of 10 things just don't play out in our favor. But kind of hoping that this does play out in our favor, since everything else is following and tracking according to plan. All right, let's see what happened to. So this, yeah, no, the SPY is just consolidating. That's it. Here, I'll pull it up. SPY is consolidating. It's in a range right now. It's in a parallel channel, and I think it's going to be in this channel for a good bit of time. I think we're going to trade it right here in this range until about August 10th time. And there's a bit of a range here. So around here is when I think we'll have the dip. And I don't think it's going to be a dip all the way back down or anything. I think it's going to be a test back, back here in support, and then a bounce continuation here on this rally. It's rare that you see, stocks rally like this, and then you get a dump again. It typically takes a little bit of time. So this is where they do the whole Ivy crush thing, and they really, really kill that theta here when people buy options in the short term, because they're like, oh, we reached, RSI is high, or this and that, and it's like, yeah, but we're going to trade here for a little bit, just like we did back here. So I'm looking at, sideways pressure here. Let all the other stocks go up. Let all the other stocks squeeze if they have to. And then once it starts coming down and the stocks peak, you short the market again. It's typically how it works. So I'm not worried or anything about the SPY right now. Things are tracking according to the setup here. I'm not going to touch blue chips or the SPY until we get that confirmation that things are going to just take one more step down before climbing back up again. But yeah, no, and that's true, man. Matt, if that's the thing that I'm waiting for, and I talk about this a lot, where the approach here and tracking cycles is that until there is a ripple effect here that takes down hedge fund after hedge fund after hedge fund, we're gonna get this. The cycle is gonna keep playing the way it is. It's gonna keep tracking the way it is. It's not gonna stop. So I'm gonna show you an example of this with GameStop, because GameStop there was a point where it stopped. Oh, a lot of patterns here for GameStop. So there was a point where the algorithm for GameStop just stopped working, and that was right here. It was very quick, lasted a couple of days. And what do you have? Okay, you have the stock going from, well, here we have the split, so you're gonna see the ratio here a little bit, but think of 500, okay, and then going all the way down to $100 in a matter of a day. Okay, 500 to 100 in one day. That's an algorithm break right there. The algorithm is not working. It's not functioning. So when does it go back in order? Okay, as soon as you have control again. So now you have control back down here. You have the algorithm is in control now. And then the algorithm starts repeating itself. It starts doing the same thing. GameStop cycle is actually very easy to track. It's been the same. It's taken from way back here, but you can see it better if you're taking the price action right here. Okay, so you have your drop, and actually I like to use this pattern better. It just displays it a little bit better. But you have your drop, you have your rise in price, shift it over. Okay, it's right here. Your drop, and your rise in price right here. And this is repeated on every single time frame. Now, you do have spaces in between, though. You can't just repeat it and put it on the same. It doesn't work the same way as AMC's chart, where things happen every 62 days. There are separations here with GameStop. So you have to take note of that separation and then add on the same price again. So for example, back here, this is where you would find it. And how do we know that? Okay, volume. Volume is huge. So now what you have is, this is a volatility zone, and that would be considered the drop here on red volume, and then you have the release in volume 3 months later. So it's a 3-month cycle that tracks very closely to GameStop's chart. And it's on every, like, dude, this one is very easy to track for AMC or for GameStop. But it's one way to kind of confirm these other POIs too in the markets, and very, very like crazy stuff, dude. What it do, man? Aaron, how you doing, man? EB, good to have you in here. Professor. All right, let's go back here. Let's go intraday. All right, we got 420 of you in here, so get those likes up. You already know. 420, baby. 420 right now. Get it up there, 420. All you got to do is like it once. One. We do that every time, bro. And every time we get to 420, AMC just, like, blows up. So, you got to prove me wrong now. I didn't say when. But it'll blow up. It'll blow up soon. All right, let's go on the minute. See what Amy's up to. Look at that. Look at that. It's working, man. It's working. Keep it going. Keep it going. Yo. Yo, it's Trevor. What's up, man? Trevor. Okay. Yeah, no, I can show you. Hold up, I'm answering a. Yeah, just so I mean you guys are aware of how it works a little bit. I'm gonna pull it up here real quick. So okay, so I'm gonna go back here again on the website. If you go to the interactive charts here, you do need a password, but I mean, get it with the membership. You already know, you know. What is it? I forgot the password, dude. Yo, I forgot the password. What the fuck? That's hilarious. All right. Let's see. All right, so go here. Here's the Ethereum Classic correlation. You can do that here, but you can also pull it up on the actual Ethereum Classic chart, and it'll show you the correlation with that. And there's a bunch of other charts as well that like you can actually track and stuff. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, man. Okay, I figured out the password. There we go. Boom. All right, so here are the interactive charts. You get all of this stuff right here, and we are looking at, so you can go on crypto. Ethereum Classic was one that we were tracking here for a little while, so I'll click on that one. You get your tracker, price target, everything like that, and this was a short-term price target was 32 based on cycle analysis. So you get something like this, right? Here you can see that it hit right here, and then it continued and clocked over as soon as it crossed resistance, because that's a major level of resistance. So we're currently right here, and you get it with a lot of the charts, so it's not just, you know, this one. We're tracking all of these right now. There's a couple of other ones. You know, I'm not gonna like go in and show everything, but check it out if you're interested. Oh man, yeah, okay, yeah. Don't say the password, bro. The password. What is it? Nah, I change the password every week. I change it every week. That's funny though. Point of interest. Go ahead, go guess, man. There's no there's like no there's unlimited tries, so you can just stay there for like an hour and try and figure it out. Look at that. Amy signed up yesterday, and she's already doubled her account. Hell yeah, Amy. Shout out, Amy. Doubled her account. We did have a really good day today, based on the points of interest that we did have. There were Clover contracts that I had. There were Bed Bath & Beyond contracts, AMC contracts. All of those. Clover was the biggest gain because that was a $300 or 300% gain on those based on the point of interest. AMC went up 130%. The Bed Bath & Beyond contracts went up. Those went up like 300% as well. Those were closed at 130%, I think, and then there was a clock over as soon as it ran up to 653, and those went up, a fuck ton. So yeah, but this is all, again, it's using cycle analysis, which is a different approach in the market. It's not something that you that I'm doing with like technical analysis or anything like that. It's a very specific approach using exactly what I did with AMC, right? AMC and GameStop. So very, very different thing. I mean, the markets are manipulated, man. It's just what I believe. You got to play their game. Play their game. Look at that. We're breaking out right now. We are breaking out. We are breaking out, bro. Stankster, yeah, Stankster in the Discord too. Echo, my dude. Yo, yo, yo. Alright, let's rally, bro, with the family. Let's rally with the family. Oh. Amy, we're gonna cross 17 right now. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Shit. Alright, we're getting close. Right here, we're gonna break. Oh, and if you want to join the Discord too, join that shit. It's fun in there. It's there's a lot of people, a lot of nice, dope people in there, and it's so simple, dude. There's one channel. It's a chat. You just chat with everybody who likes AMC and cycles and stuff like that. I mean, none of that bot bullshit or anything. Just one channel. So join that and let's talk, man. I do post on there and stuff, Oh, baby. All right, so yeah, and if we don't, if we don't get a break here in the short term, we're very likely gonna get this break tomorrow. Let's see how Ethereum Classic is tracking right now. Oh, it's on this one. What am I doing, bro? Look at that. Look at that. So beautiful. Oh, there it is. There's the tracking. It's on the 5 minute. Because, like, dude, any time frame that you put on Ethereum. Look at that. See what I'm talking about? You go on, this is the 5 minute, you go on the 20 and it like shifts it over. Like, look, I like TradingView and I respect it, but get on this, bro. Gaps matter, especially on the daily chart and on the fucking, like on the larger charts, man. Shit matters. So fix the gap, bro. Fix that shit. Respect, though, respect. TradingView is a gift. It's a gift from the gods, the Amy gods. Yo, yo, yo. Guys, we're still trying to get to 420. I mean, it's working. You guys were like, I'm pretty sure you guys, I asked you to smash that like button. We need, you know what? We need Will Smith back in here again. We need Will Smith slapping that ask button. Yo, look at that. The shift again on the 1 minute. Look at this massive gap right here on the 1 minute. And then I go on the 5 and it's lined up again. What the fuck, dude? What the fuck is that? No, this is Ethereum Classic, by the way, guys. If you were not here on the stream, this is Ethereum Classic. The current tracking, based on the next run that we're supposed to get here, we are tracking about 5 to 6 days behind. So Ethereum Classic is ahead. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna get the ape back as well, cause elephant here is, I mean, I love it, love the elephant, but we gotta get ape back for sure. He does the break dances and stuff. What time frame is, so that's the thing, man. So the time frame here, this is a fractal, and the fractals are patterns that you change in time, not in size. I wouldn't consider that. I mean, it's considered a fractal because you're still changing the height, but more in time wise here, what we talk about is anything that you change in time and size too would be considered a fractal here. So this is a fractal since it's trading on a different time frame, 24/7. Compared to AMC, which is restricted to intraday hours here. So, but yes, this pattern we started tracking yesterday. So this entire thing is played out according to that. Here today was predicted by this pattern. And if it does continue to track, we should get a push back up tomorrow, end of day, and just consolidation for a little bit. But I did say that it's possible we either get a push up beforehand or a bit after, because we did see this happen once on the previous tracking in March. So the March run-up, again, was predicted using cycle analysis, but also the tracking of Ethereum Classic. This shed the light, baby. Will's going to sit in the corner and watch. Yeah, well, yeah, actually. I mean, even if you watches himself. I used to have him up here, and it worked pretty well. On the March run-up, we had Will Smith right here. He was, like, right up here, and he was, like, slapping the shit out of the ask. He was slapping that hard, dude. So, yeah. But I don't have him anymore. I've been trying to get a version of him that is cut off so I can just put him up here. We have a lot of, here, I have some gifts I can pull up. Oh shit, dude, we're about to break. Hold up. That shit. Oh shit. It's just right here, man. That's all we need is a fucking push. Come on, 17, baby. 17. You know what we haven't played in a while? Elephant. We haven't played Elephant in a while. Alright, throw some elephant trunks in the chat. Throw some elephant trunks in the chat. Alright, we're gonna change the galaxy right now. We're gonna go faster. Warp speed. Warp speed. There you go. Warp speed. AMC. Come on, cross it, baby. Yeah, spam the chat, come on. Spam that shit. Spam it. Also, bro, we got like 500 in here and 236 likes, so get it to 420. You want to see 17 break and hold. Want to see it hold? Smash that button. Oh shit. Oh shit. We need more, we need more. Oh shit. Oh shit. Amy. There you go. There you go. It's working. It's working. Yeah, that would be cool too, man. You guys wanna subscribe? That would be cool too, man. Subscribe. Get it in here. We rally with the family a lot. We just rally and play music. We crack the markets too. That's what we do. It's cycles. Cycles. Happen. Yeah, it's power hour, bro. Power hour. Power hour. Yo, if you're one of those that like streams this shit on like your TV, that's the way to go. I know Nana does it. Nana streams this on her TV with the music. Oh, dude. You know what's fucked? I can't even see the background, dude. You guys can see it, but I can't. I just see a blank background. I don't even see the elephant either. It's all for you, man. Alright, hold up a minute. I gotta send some alerts, man. Oh.
Barbara Streisand.
Okay, so... Okay, we're getting a bit of a push down. Again, there's a couple of more in you here, so I just want to make a quick update about the current chart. If you're coming in, we are tracking Ethereum Classic. Ethereum Classic tracking right here. I'm going to pull it up for you. Here we go, and this does call for a little bit of downside, but more consolidation for today going into tomorrow, and then tomorrow around midday is when we should get that next leg up if all starts, panning out and playing out the same way. So we could get it a little bit earlier. That is also very possible. But so far, we are tracking according to this Ethereum Classic transfer, this wealth transfer that we talk about. If you want more information on that, make sure you check it out on the other videos. I talk about cycle analysis and how we are using right now one of the best indicators, which is just Ethereum Classic. And it's worked for the March run-up, and it's working right now. So I'm going to keep using it. So I just want to update that real quick. Come back here with Amy. Five-minute chart. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, Amy is pushing. He's trying to get there, just right there, but we're right at that point where, we either need this break or that short-term consolidation here. It's one or the other. This is massive breakout here, guys, on the macro. scale, which is this major level of resistance, okay, we are currently touching that right now, right here. So a full break here would, I mean, just think about this. If we have not crossed this level of resistance here for over a year, okay, we've came close. Here we actually touched it twice before coming down. This is exactly the inverse setup that we're dealing with right now based on the cycle. The cycle here, you got your inverse pattern right here, same thing right here. We're at the cycle point. POI is playing out right now. So all we need is for this to play out identical, and we would get a run, right? And you can see that how this correlates, because if we're very close here, touching what is resistance right now, you can see it from a technical level too. Some of the some technical indicators are very helpful too when doing cycle analysis. Not the main approach at all whatsoever, but a lot of technicals we do track here. So technicals. And this would mean that if we broke it, just think about this, if we would have broken this back here, which was not part of the algorithm, got this pennant, broke down. That's actually one of the tracks that I had here. I actually thought this would have been that run-up. This would have been the squeeze ultimately, but we got that short, right? So here we're looking for upside.
Everybody sees me, but it's not that easy. Standing in the light field, standing in the light field, waiting for some action, waiting for some action. Oh, but why won't you come over here? Why won't you come over here? We got a city to love. Why won't you come
All right, Amy, break. Oh, sorry about the price, guys. Went down here for a little bit. Should be back, though. Oh, fuck. Oh man, we are so close to breaking this right now. We actually might just break it right here. Now, what I want to pay attention to and note here is that a break here does not confirm continuation here in the short term. That would be nice if it did, but there is still that possibility that we come up to a range and then come back down for consolidation before going up again tomorrow, okay? Just consider that. Oh, AMC. Look at that. Look at that. Hardcore algorithm right now, working overtime, trying to stop this volume. That's exactly what it's doing. Oh, baby. Amy, you gotta just don't do what they told you, you know? You're always doing what they told you. So How about you stop and just break out? Break the fuck out, bro. That's so true, man. That's the thing about this song. It's just like, you know, they're like, you gotta do what they told you. You know, you gotta do what they told you. But at some point, you know, you ain't gotta do what they told you. You just do what the fuck you want to do. Amy is at that point right now. She's tired of this shit. She's about to break and just push, you know, push. Do what you want, baby. Right now, she's doing what they told her. But you know what? You can't do what they told you when you break the cycle. Right here, man. Right here. As long as you break the projector, massive projector. I'm gonna show you. Here's the projector pattern. Currently at the projector. Here, wait, hold up. Let me take away the cycle. Remember, projector pattern is a phase that the algorithm goes through where it decides if it wants to keep shorting the stock or if it wants to break and well, once it breaks, it gives the institutions, the long institutions, a bit of time to set up for the run. Okay, so here we got very similar ratio levels here, and you can tell that the rest is stretched out because it's irrelevant. Once you get that break on the projector, this thing will allow volume to come in. It doesn't have a choice. So once it allows that volume, you get the ripple effect. And that won't happen until we get up here, by the way. So whether we get a break or not, we need to cross resistance first. And at that point, as long as we continue into the ripple effect, that is when we will get the algorithm breaking and then allowing something like the GameStop scenario, right, where it just went from 100, from 500 to 100 in one day, back and forth, just doing this. All right. All right, so again, Amy is looking pretty good. Everything is tracking according to the cycle and the Ethereum Classic setup. So that's what I'm expecting here, is just consolidation for the next couple of hours and maybe a potential push into after hours. But so far, everything is tracking according to the setup. So what's going to happen is, whether we start going up or not, I have to send out some updates and alerts on the Discord, okay? If you guys want to join that, you're more than welcome to. I'll leave a link down below. You can join the Discord. It's free. Or if you want to join the actual... Oh, my voice cut off there. What the fuck? You can click the website and find out a little bit more about how the Discord works and stuff like that. And I do send out alerts, options, all that jazz, all that good stuff. Make sure you guys also subscribe, man, if you haven't already. And yeah, man, like this fucking stream, and let's fucking rally soon. If AMC starts to, you know, rally and we go to like 18 or whatever, and beyond that range, I will be back. All right. Alrighty, guys. Take care. Track AMC. If you want to be able to track the Ethereum Classic setup, make sure you click the link below, and it'll track both. Interactive charts, baby. Bye-bye. Love you.